Happy Sunday. Out getting these errands completed. Got to do a bunch of research today, so I needed to get everything done quite early. I think I talked about the workout last night because I didn't do the video until later. It's morning time now. I think it's like, let's see. We're reading this or listening to this audio book all morning. It's 8:33, so 8:33 in the AM. I will not be training today. I'm gonna rest my knee. I just want to rest it up really good because I plan on going back into deadlifting tomorrow, so I don't want to put any unnecessary strain on my knee, and it's still kind of feeling funny, so I don't want to take any chances. I may have to back off the cardio, even including the walking. I don't know yet because I'm going to start riding more often. I'm trying to ride at least twice a week, so I don't know if my body's going to be able to take walking, riding. You know, it seems like it's going to be too much. So I don't know, I'm going to play it by ear this week and see how everything works out. But yeah, nothing crazy today. Just rest, run around, get things done, research, you know, all that other crap, the daily stuff, and spend time with my son. Okay, so I've been playing around with this fat intake stuff. You know, some studies that I read and research that I read says the endomorphs can eat an abundance of fat, upwards of 40% of their diet in fat. But what I've been finding when it comes to myself is that you cannot, or I cannot consume high levels of fat and continue to drop weight consistently. I've been playing around with this, so my recommendation is that you know, if you're gonna have the fats, then you need to keep it to nuts and seeds and avocados. You know, you really want to watch the butter intake. You really want to watch the cheese intake if you're a dairy eater. If you are going to go with cheese, you should go with the non-fat or super low-fat cheeses, which can be found at different stores. They're you know, much more expensive than regular cheese, but hey, you should be treating yourself anyway. I still been playing around with the corn tortilla thing. I don't quite know the effects of it on my insulin levels yet, but I am going to switch to the corn tortilla. I found a local brand here, Loco Coco or something like that. One of these brands. I actually found this stuff this morning accidentally. I was walking around the store and man, I hate having to reach down for stuff while I'm driving. This brand, Cabo Loco, these guys in Seattle, Washington, or Kent, Washington, whole wheat tortillas. So I'm gonna give these guys a try for the next several days. Still eating 150 grams per hour, but throw a little bit of vegan cheese on those bad boys and see how much energy they give me, because you don't want to cut out carbs all the way. Remember, as an endomorph, you want whole wheat carbohydrates or gluten-free carbohydrates. So you can have whole wheat, but you got to watch the gluten. And the thing I like about these is they don't have any hydrogenated soybean oil in them, and they're non-GMO. So I caught them on sale, but they're usually like $4 or something like that. I mean, that's not too much to spend for good, clean carbohydrates. So, which is what endomorphs need. So let's talk quickly about habits. On this quest to, you know, cultivate a lifestyle that is going to, you know, initiate you into this phase or this level of life where you're just consistently losing weight daily, you are going to have to form certain habits. Now, the habit that I'm working on right now, that is, you know, most important to me, is the not eating any food after 6 p.m. Back in 2010, I fell on the whole idea of intermittent fasting. I didn't even, you know, I was talking about this a little bit last night. I didn't even call it intermittent fasting. It wasn't considered intermittent fasting to me back then. It was just considered not eating any dinner. You know, and you know, and I just kind of practiced it a couple days. I said, hey, you know, let me try this and see if this, you know, does something. So a couple of days went by and I lost a bunch of, you know, several pounds. And then I said, well, let me try this for 10 days. And then after 10 days, I had lost over 10 pounds. And this was just at this time, not eating after 5 p.m. I was stopping my eating at 5, and then I wouldn't eat till 9 a.m. the next morning. And even throughout the days, throughout, you know, I did this for quite some time, but even throughout the day, I would only eat 150 grams of apples or eggs or turkey, ground turkey breast every hour. So it was a pretty, you know, solid regimen. And my weight just started to melt off. Well, the reason why I wanted to bring that up was because for the most part, I was able to sustain a pretty, you know, lean physique, even just limiting my eating window to, you know, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 hours. Now, does that mean that intermittent fasting is the you know, the holy grail or whatever you want to call it of eating plans? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you know, formulating that habit, that one thing got me into a flow where other things started to link together and my willpower started to raise because I was seeing results. So that's what I stress to you today. Just look to change one thing. Don't look to change a bunch of different things, because it may only take that one thing that gets you, you know, some results that makes you see the light. You know, and that's all you really need to do is get that euphoria, that, you know, and get those endorphins up. And once those endorphins are up and you feel that feeling of euphoria and success, you'll be driven and motivated to make other changes that you may not be willing to make if you just compile all these different things, because it's habits that you need. You know, it doesn't matter how much information that you have. If you don't have strong habits that support, you know, you losing all this weight, or you know, or whatever it is that you want to do. It doesn't have to only be weight loss. It could be anything. What if you don't have the habits to support that, you're not going to make it to that. You're not going to make it to that level of leanness that you're looking for. So change one habit, or find one new habit that you can implement and just work with that. Do the 10-day plan. 10 days to one new habit. Happy Sunday.